Alright, guys, so apparently Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are going to be boxing in 2026. This is confirmed. It's going to be another one of those exhibition boxing fights. And this doesn't really make any sense. Firstly, I kind of get why they're, making the fight. There's a little bit of beef. I remember that Floyd Mayweather said that he was the greatest boxer of all time over Muhammad Ali, who's known as the greatest of all time. And Mike Tyson was like, no, Floyd Mayweather can be the GOAT. I don't remember what his reasoning was, but I do remember him saying that. And then Floyd Mayweather obviously took that to heart. He was like, nah, I'm the greatest, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, we all know how Floyd Mayweather is. But then now they're having this fight, and Mike Tyson is 60 years old, and he's a heavyweight. And Floyd Mayweather, he's almost 50 years old at this point, and he's I think he's a welterweight. That's 154 pounds in boxing, or 150 around there. And Mike Tyson, when he used to box, even when he fought Jake Paul, I think he was 210, 220, something like that. He's gonna have a massive size advantage over Floyd Mayweather. And it's just a spectacle. It doesn't make sense. Mike Tyson, I remember he was supposed to fight Jake Paul in July of 2024, but he had some heart problems, which is why the fight got postponed to November 2024. And then he fought Jake Paul. He got beat up, took a bunch of damage. He shouldn't have been in there. I mean, he was 60 years old when he fought. I mean, the guy should just be retired. He's already taken a lot of damage throughout his career. He's already getting paid a lot too. He got paid a lot for Jake Paul, and now he's going to take even more damage against Floyd Mayweather. And by the way, I think that Floyd Mayweather is going to win this fight, or whatever this is, because it's not really going to be a fight. But yeah, Floyd Mayweather, he's been in shape. He had no health issues like Mike Tyson. He hasn't taken the amount of damage that Mike Tyson has. Floyd, he just had some hand injuries here and there, but nothing too major like Mike Tyson. But yeah, Floyd is just gonna outbox him. I mean, this isn't gonna be entertaining. It's I don't know what this is. This is gonna be Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, but it's just gonna be a 6-year-old Mike Tyson instead of that juiced up Logan Paul. But yeah, I just don't understand why can't Mike Tyson just stay retired? Why do they need to make this weird thing happen? The guy clearly does not need to be fighting. His body clearly is not holding up anymore. And imagine if he gets knocked out by Floyd. Then what? What's the point of that? There's no point. There's no it's not gonna impact their legacies. Honestly, what? Why is this happening? If anything, they should have done Floyd Mayweather versus Roy Jones. They've been going back and forth for a little bit. But yeah, if they're gonna do that, just have it be at least something that's a little bit more relevant. But this one, it just seems like they're just trying to get a quick bag. But at this point, we've seen enough of these exhibition boxing fights that we know that it's not gonna be worth it. I mean, especially if it's a pay-per-view, nobody is paying for that. So I think it might be on Netflix or something like that. But yeah, no one's gonna pay $80 to see two old retired fighters basically spar, and then there's no winners. And they're gonna do this thing where there's no knockouts allowed. It's gonna be in 16-ounce gloves. I mean, it's just gonna be a bit of a joke. There's no need for this. I think to really understand this, you gotta be you gotta have stepped in the ring to understand what keeps these older fighters coming back into the ring or the cage. Even in MMA, there's so many fighters that just keep fighting despite clearly being done physically, mentally. You can tell that they're not the same fighter. But some of them, they just do it for a paycheck, but they just get more damage in the end. It's not gonna be good for their health. It would be better if fighters could just retire at a certain point, not when they take their first L, but maybe when they're closer to their 40s. They've been knocked out a few times. They clearly are not the same as what they once were. But obviously, like I said, there's some money that is involved that keeps fighters in the ring for too long and keeps them getting beat up and things like that. So it's never good. But yeah, so for this fight, I think Floyd is gonna win. He's gonna outbox Mike, and yeah, it's just gonna be a bad fight though. But there's another freak show boxing fight, and that's going to be Gervonta Tank Davis taking on Jake Paul. And this is arguably a bigger joke because Gervonta Davis is literally 100 pounds lighter than Jake Paul. He fights around like 130, 135, maybe 140 pounds. Well, Jake Paul was literally 230 pounds when he fought Mike Tyson, and he was in talks to fight Anthony Joshua. And to be honest, I would have no problem seeing that fight. I actually wish that fight would have happened because we all know that Jake Paul would have got flattened out if he fought Anthony Joshua. But obviously, when he's in a real fight where he can actually get knocked out, he's not going to take that fight. Like, that dude is only going to fight guys who are like 30 years older than him, or he's going to fight guys who are 100 pounds lighter than him. He's just a complete another joke. I mean, he called out Usyk to an MMA fight, even though he could have potentially boxed Usyk, where, you know, that's what Usyk's been doing and that's what Jake Paul has been doing. But obviously Jake Paul's a joke. But for Gervonta, like, he said he was done with the sport of boxing. He didn't take the Lamont Roach match. He was like, he had his mouth shut for something. I don't know what it was. I thought he was going to jail. But now he's going to fight Jake Paul in November on Netflix. I mean, why? This makes no sense. And, like, what happens if Gervonta actually loses that fight? Like, that's going to be a huge blow to his legacy because Gervonta is a boxer that's in his prime. He's on the pound-for-pound list. A lot of people are saying he's one of the best boxers in the world. And instead of going out there and rewriting the wrong with that draw with Lamont Roach, he's now taking this fight. Like, are you ducking Lamont? Like, what's going on? I saw that fight live. I thought Gervonta lost. Like, he took a knee at 1.2, which if the judges and referees weren't paid off by Gervonta, that would have been a loss on his record because he would have got a 10 count, and that would have been minus 2 points, so that would have been a 10-8 round. But regardless, it is what it is. Like, this is a weird fight for Gervonta because Jake Paul has been boxing since 2018. Like, the guy knows how to generate power. He's got heavy hands. He's obviously on steroids. He can take a shot really well. And what happens if he actually lands a good punch on Gervonta and Gervonta gets dropped? Like, what if he actually gets knocked out by Jake Paul? That would be just terrible for his career and his brand overall. So this shouldn't be happening. It should be Gervonta versus Lamont 2. And it should be Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. But speaking of Anthony Joshua, since he's not fighting Jake Paul, you'd think that he'd be fighting Tyson Fury. But no, this guy, this liar, this egghead, he's been calling out Alexander Usyk for a trilogy. And apparently it's going to happen in April of 2026, which is complete nonsense. It should be Joseph Parker versus Usyk. I mean, this guy has been robbed of an opportunity to fight Usyk twice now. He was supposed to fight Daniel Dubois in a number one contender fight in February. Daniel Dubois pulls out in fight week. Then Martin Bracoli flies from Congo to Saudi, and Joseph Parker deals with him in 2 rounds. He knocks him out, and you think that maybe he would get the next title shot because Daniel Dubois pulled out. Joseph Parker still fought, but no, Daniel Dubois actually ends up fighting Usyk. Has no business being in there with Usyk. He gets destroyed. And then you think that Joseph Parker will be next. That he has a face-off with Usyk after Usyk knocks out Dubois. But no, Usyk is fighting Worley in October, which means that he's not going to be fighting Usyk next. And Usyk is most likely going to be fighting Tyson Fury, which is nonsense. This guy should not be fighting anybody named Alexander Usyk ever again. He should have got knocked out in that first fight, but the referee saved them, of course. And those fights were clear wins for Usyk. I thought Usyk won 8 rounds in both fights, and like, there's no argument. Like, Tyson Fury just didn't do enough. He didn't earn this fight. He's just like one of Turki Al-Sheikh's favorite fighters, but this guy, he's got to stop just playing favorites and actually do what's right for boxing.